Lots of people struggle with the idea to learn, and they ask me a lot of questions. And I can tell that they're not listening. And usually if they're not getting it, it's because they don't know how to listen. You see, one of the things you don't want to do when you're learning is think. You want to listen. You think later. If your mother sends you to the store, she doesn't need you to think. She needs you to get what she told you to get. There's a unique, distinct list. Follow the list. Trains on a rail. They got to follow the track. You should just follow the track. Because you will miss what you're hearing while you're learning because your mind wanders, right? You've been in the class, the teacher sees you, you zone. It's like, where are you? They call it what? Daydreaming. What's daydreaming really? It's you thinking other than listening about something else. Something has distracted you. So when you're learning, do you know how to learn? Listen. Learn to listen. Learn to hear. Police and interrogators, investigators, detectives, people that do analysis, they correlate all of the information together first. They get everything. Then they put it on the table like a puzzle. Make sure you get all the pieces. Now we can sit and slowly work out what it means, where it goes, how it should be. Get it all together. Listen, do you have everything first? Have you collected all the tools before you work on that engine? You got everything in line? And so, listen first. Don't tune someone out. Don't get ahead of them. Don't get behind them. Keep up with them side by side. Listen. The questions will come later. The breakdown will come later. The comprehension will come later, and not necessarily because something was said. It might be your brain isn't ready to absorb it yet. You're not in a position of absorption. Doctors teach that all the time about health. You first got, before we can do the surgery, before we can give you this, we got to get your blood levels up. We got to get you in a position to receive the antidote, to receive the medicine. Your body is so off kilter, we can't even give you the medicine to heal you. You're not in a position to absorb it. We got to wait for the soil to take in the water before we add more, else it's useless, wasted, and it becomes runoff. It is harder to teach people who have been taught already, or people who have been taught wrong, especially. It's hard to unring the bells of people who've already learned wrong. You went into a faith, you went into a religion, you did something because you didn't even know what you were getting into. You didn't do your due diligence. You didn't do your homework. You didn't learn. And now somebody's got to unlearn you from something that you learned because you didn't even learn that right. You went into something and didn't even know what you were getting into. Somebody smiled at you. Somebody was nice to you. You needed a friend. You were lonely. They got you at that time. And now you think you know something. You don't. You didn't even know that. You didn't investigate it. You just took whatever anyone said. You had no history. You had no reference. You can't be that kind of person. Or you can be. And that's who those people are looking for. Gullible, vulnerable people who don't really think and analyze before they jump into a water, before they jump into a lake. Don't realize there's alligators, crocodiles, and poisonous snakes. Wisdom. Reverse engineer. And it's sad that you have to reverse engineer because proper education is not reverse engineering. It's beginning. Your start was off. And now you'll spend a whole bunch of unnecessary additional time fixing what didn't need to be fixed had you started correctly, had you started right. Now you got to back up and take that grade over, take that class over, take that semester over because you had a bad beginning. You see how that works? That's why the scripture says, train up a child in the way that they should go. That responsibility first is supposed to be your mother and father. And when you don't have the training of your mother and father, then anybody can get you and sway you and take you any kind of way. Because the people that gave birth to you, that bore you into the world, did not take the time to teach you. And now anybody, you're up for fodder. Now anybody can teach you anything. Wisdom. Make sure before you want to learn so much, you first learn how to learn. First learn how to listen. And if you are a good listener, you will learn.